Hi guys! What's up? Today is November 30th and it is about 2:51, about to be 3 o'clock right now. I know you heard my daughter. She's in the background. She's in her crib. Apparently she just woke up. So, I'm going to try to do this. I'm coming at you with a story time video. I'm going to try to do it before she gets all rowdy. And if she does, I'll just go get her. And I'll continue my story, okay? So, yeah. Basically, the story is about the time I got a felony. And I'll start it off this way. Let me tell you, this story is 100% true. Okay, so yeah. Basically, it started off with me working in New York when I used to do security. This happened about either in 2013, late 2013, about to be 2014. I think it was 2013. Yeah, because I think I got pregnant in 2014. So yeah, it was definitely 2013. So basically, I was working for a company, Metro One. It's a security company. It's a retail security company. Basically, the company puts you into stores where you just like stand at the entrance and you sign receipts to make sure nobody's stealing anything. So yeah, I was doing that. I was put into a Home Depot in, I think it was Bed-Stuy. Uh, I think it's Bed-Stuy. So basically, this Home Depot was really, really ghetto. There were ghetto girls, real ghetto girls that I didn't like to interact myself with because I don't like people like that. I mean, if you're cool, if you're a ghetto cool person, but that's cool. But if you're ghetto and you're mean, go over there, okay? I don't want nothing to do with you. Um, so yeah. Basically, I was put into the store. All the girls kind of hated me because there was this one guy. He had like the ultimate swag. You know, he was cute. He drove. He had it together, or so I thought, and so all the other girls thought. So I got to know him. Basically, we got to know him. He he used to be really consistent because normally I'm the type of chick. I've been through so much at that point in my life. I've been through so much with men where I was just like, I'm ready to give up on them, just stay single for the rest of my life and die old with you know cats or something. Okay, I was ready to just like give up on him, but he was persistent and he was cute, and I was just like, okay, you know what? It's been a really long time since I've been in a last relationship, so I gave him the time of day. So he he one day after I was getting off of work or whatever, because apparently we're not supposed to. I mean, I know it's wrong to fraternize, but he was not even working for the same company that I was, so technically it's not fraternizing if it's my company. You know, he's working. Okay, the company that I work for basically joins up with other companies. Like, say I'm working for Metro, so they joined up with the store company, and that's how we work together. So, so I was getting off work that day. He was getting off work at the same time. I needed a ride home. I didn't want to take the bus. I'm like, okay, drop me home, whatever. So when I did get in the car and we hung out for a little because we used to hang out previously. He was like the only person after break I would like on break I would talk to. We would go around and walk around, and just talk. And he told me I got to know him a little bit. He got to know me. So yeah, I started liking him. I before all that happened, after all that happened, and we got to know each other and everything, we decided to start a relationship, and that's why I gave up on men before my husband, because my husband showed me what true love is. Okay, so yeah, um, basically I got in the car with him that day. So my company, one of the girls told the manager or something, and apparently they didn't want me back at the store anymore. So I was like, you know what? That's really messed up. I just needed a ride home. Like, why do you hate? Because they hated it so bad that he was the guy that I'm talking about right now. Let's just call him John. they hated the fact that he only gave me the time of day. Like, they liked him because he had the ultimate swag and whatever. So they hated the fact that he was always talking to me and I never gave him the time of day. And when I actually did, they went and ran their mouth to the manager, and the manager called my company, and he was like, "Oh, they don't want me back at that store anymore." I was like, "Oh, that's messed up." But you know what? Because it's not like I got fired, I got moved to another store. So I was like, okay, might as well talk to him since I'm just like not gonna be able to like work with him anymore. So I started talking to him, and eventually, like I did say, we started a relationship. And I used to come to his house. I used to go to his house, maybe like during the day, during the night, whenever I felt like going to his house. So, but he was a little bit when I got to know him, of course, a little better. He was a little sketchy. He wasn't like the best that I thought he was. So I kind of like messed that up because I did like that store, but I didn't at the same time because all the customers and everybody would just like always try to talk to me, and it just used to get so annoying because it's like an everyday, day in, day out for the whole day. They would just like try to flirt with me, and it's just like, all right, it gets old. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to do my job and I just want to go home. Okay? But so that time that I did give him the time of day and I did get to know him, and now fast forward, we're basically sleeping together. Let's just put it out there. And one day now he goes to work early in the morning. He goes to work early in the morning. He's like, yeah, you can stay at the house. I'm like, okay, because he didn't live alone. He lived with his cousins and I think his brother, but they were in a different part of the apartment. Like, it was a really big apartment with like different rooms and everything. So that morning that I'm there, I'm like, okay, I can stay in the house. All right, I'm just gonna sleep in, whatever. And basically, I slept in, and next thing you know, boom, the door breaks down. The apartment door breaks down. And I'm just like, and they were like, get that. All I heard, because my door, I'm in one room, and all I heard in the other rooms, I'm hearing, get down on the floor. Ah. And basically the feds raid the apartment, and I'm just like, what the hell? And they come into my door, they break the door down. I'm just like, because I'm going to like try to open the door, and then they break it. I'm like, whoa, okay, like I ain't do nothing. I'm just here. I don't know nothing. And basically they were like, get on the ground. And I'm just like, oh shit, what the hell did I get myself into? Come to find out, they tear the whole apartment up and down. They tear it down. They threw everything all over the place. Come to find out, the room that I'm in has a gun, right? And I didn't know anything about that. I'm just like, oh my God. And I'm the only one here, and I'm in the room that the gun is in, right? So I'm just like, shit, what the fuck? And so they were like, oh, do you know anything about this gun? I'm like, no, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just here. My boyfriend is at work right now. And oh my God, I was just like so paranoid. It was crazy. I was just like, shit, I've never been in a situation like that before. And so they were like, do you know where your boyfriend works? And at first I'm like, no, I really don't. See, I was so scared. I was like, I don't know where he works. And my dumb ass gonna lie to the freaking feds. And they was like, so that's your boyfriend and you don't know where he works? And I'm just like, shit. And I'm looking at his cousins and they're looking at me and they're not saying nothing. Like, that's, where he works. Tell him, goddamn, go and talk to them. I don't know shit. You know what I mean? So basically, eventually I told them, because Lord knows I don't want to be in no trouble with the law, okay? And that's not the first time I've been in trouble with the law, because I was a badass as a kid, but it was never this severe. And because finding a gun is like a big thing, okay? So basically, they're like questioning me and everything. So I eventually told them where he was, because he worked the same place I work, so obviously I know where he works. And they locked me up. They took me into the bookings. Okay, they took me into the bookings along with his other cousin, and the guy, I think it's his brother that was with him. I really didn't know too much about his family because his family was ghetto as hell, and I was just I used to come in there and I used to just say hi, you know, bye, or hi, and just keep it pushing because I don't like to interact myself too much with people like that. Like they're just like ghetto. It's just like, you know, I don't know. I mean, no shade to anybody that is like that, but if you're cool and you're like that, it's cool. But if you're mean, I I don't want to deal with you. Don't come my way. Don't come my way. You know what's his name that sing that song? Stay over there with that shit because I do not like to fight, but I will fight if I have to. Don't get me wrong, and I put in work. Anyway, let, let me get back to the story. So yeah, basically I got locked up with his cousin and the brother, and after when I was locked up, I was just real quiet. I didn't say nothing. I was just sitting there, and we're basically in like a cell like this. Me and the cousin, the girl, is in one cell, and then the brother and some other guys that were locked up were in another cell. And the cousin, she's there, she's breaking down, she's crying. I'm just thinking about my situation, and she's like, she's screaming, she's like, I ain't do nothing, you know, why you lock me up? And then, oh my God, like, I was in there for so long, it was ridiculous. I had to pee, and you know when you have to pee and you hold it in your body for a really long time, you start to like fill up gas. That shit hurt. I was like, oh my God. And so they finally let us pee, and then there was like, oh, now it was like, you come here. They talking about me. I'm just like, okay. And they start taking pictures, mug shots of me. I'm just like, what's going on? They was like, oh, you're being charged with a felony. My heart just said, like, it just stopped at that moment. I was just like, I had nothing to do with it. Like, and then that's when it hit me, and I just started to break down. Like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. And they was just like, I was like, how am I being charged or whatever? And they was like, oh, you're being charged because you were in the room and blah blah blah. They really didn't even give me a good explanation. I think they did that shit to scare me, but it really was on my name. Like they really charged me with it. But then I went to the court and everything, and then they cleared it, or I think they cleared it in the police station. When I went to the court, I had to show them, I had to show up at the courtroom or some shit. It wasn't a courtroom like where I stand in front of people. It was kind of like a line that you had to wait on to make sure that it's cleared or some shit like that. So basically, they charged me with it, okay? And my heart stopped. I almost died that day. And after they cleared it, the reason why they cleared it is because they found him and he owned up to his gun. And like when I go to talk, they let me talk to him for like a minute, and this motherfucker is just like there. He's just like, I'm telling him like, you good? You know, I'm trying to talk to him. He's just like, yeah. He's just basically really quiet. I'm just like, nigga, I almost got charged with a felony for your ass. I was so mad, okay? Like, I don't know, but that's my story. Like, and then, I think, oh yeah, later on, he, I think he got bail money. They bailed him out. His family bailed him out. And I started talking to his aunt or whatever, and she was like, you know what? Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up. Because I didn't tell you the part where I think he had 2 baby mothers. Okay? I didn't know that before. He had 2 baby mothers, and I was there, you know, being with this man, sleeping with him, and just like, you know, not knowing what it really is, because he hid it so well. So I talked to his aunt, and she was telling me, like, you know, listen, he's just like his father. He's going to impregnate every girl or any girl that is with him. He had 2 baby mothers, and I think he had another one on the way. And she was like, you know what? Stay away from him. He's not good. He's not good for you. And I was just like, thank you, because I would have been on shit street if I had got pregnant for a dude with about 3 kids already. Whew, child, let me tell you. I was like, after that, I was just like, you know what? I think you got a little bit too much going on in your life. You lied to me. You got me moved from my job station into another job, which is kind of a good thing because that way I can get away from all of that shit. So I was just like, just go over there. Just stay, okay? I'm done. So yeah, like after that, I was just like, I'm so sick of men. Like I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with another man for a really long time. But at the end of the day, they cleared it off my name. I don't have a felony anymore. And I thank the Lord for that, for getting me out of that situation. Because walking around with a felony, I would not be able to get nothing. Like at my job, I wouldn't get nothing. I wouldn't be able to. I would have never been able to do the home health aid job that I was doing with a felony. I don't think, because that's crazy. Ooh, my job, because my job was really legit. Like it was, almost felt like really professional and everything. So yeah, like thank God for that. God really got me out of a lot of situations, and to get me where I am today, He definitely stayed with me along my journey. He definitely did, and I thank my mom for that. I thank my brother for that, and I thank the Lord for that. So I would not be with the man that I am with today. He never did me wrong. He never laid a hand on me. He just never did anything like really bad. He's just a loving, sweet guy, and I'm just like, I got lucky, okay, from where I came from, guys. But anyway, I'm telling you guys my life story, but I have a lot more story times for you guys. I'm gonna come to you again with another story time. Um, yeah. So this one is it's kind of a really big one, and a lot of my other ones are really like really depressing, and I don't know if people want to hear that because I've been through a lot with men, and I don't know. I don't know. It might be a little bit too much, but if I get the courage up to tell you guys, you definitely will hear. Just stay tuned, subscribe, like, and I hope you enjoyed my storytime video. I'm gonna end this at 17 minutes, because that was a really long story. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my videos and subscribing and liking and commenting. And I guess my baby didn't wake up, so thank you guys for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.